Today I'm going to show you how to clean up your animation. This is where you take your work from that rough, sketchy stage all the way to the final color, shading, and highlights. Big shout out to Toonmatic for making this rough animation. He's a super talented FlipaClip animator. Go check out his channel, give him a follow. First thing I'm going to do is drop the opacity of my rough animation. I'll add a layer above it, and this is where I'm going to draw my lines. I'm going to start by drawing the parts that don't change across all 4 frames. For this, I'm going to keep it simple and just choose the brush. This doesn't have any pressure sensitivity and it's going to be a uniform line. I'll make the color black. Brush size 3 pixels. Test it out, see how it looks. I'll bump the stabilizer up to 80%. That way my lines will be nice and smooth. And let's draw. Once you finish a stage, you should always be looking at your animation, seeing if there's anything you dislike or you want to make something better. I see these little overhanging lines here, and I'm going to go and delete those. Now I can copy and paste these lines on every frame. Because his arm and paddle are moving, I have to do a completely new drawing on each frame. Now I'll watch my animation and see if anything catches my eye that I don't like. Not a big fan of these smear frames here. They're drawing your eye to the paddle, so I'm going to fix that. And I forgot to close in his shirt with a line, so I'm gonna have to draw that, and now I'm gonna have to copy and paste it to every frame. Yeah, that's better. I like to duplicate my line layer just in case I make any mistakes and have a backup, and it also gets rid of those little pixely things if your fill threshold isn't high enough. I'm going to add a new layer and add a reference image to it so I can pick colors from there. Then I'll select the paint bucket tool, go to the color, choose the eyedropper, and pick the color of his shirt to fill in the... And it looks like there's a hole in my line somewhere. So I got to go searching for that and just draw a little bit so that the line is all the way connected and the fill will hold. That looks good. Now I'm gonna add another layer, and this is gonna be where I do my shading. I'm gonna make this a clipping mask to my fill layer. That way, when I draw, it'll only appear where there's color. And then I can create my shading. Now I'll drop the opacity of my shading layer, and I'll go into the blending mode, and I'll test out a few and see what I like best. I think I'm gonna do overlay. Now I'll add another layer, and this is where I'm going to put my highlights. I think I'm going to do a sort of rim highlight. So that'll be a light blue just around the edge of the character coming off the computer screen. Now I'll add a layer above this character and draw the computer monitors, and a layer below to draw the background. And that's it, all cleaned up and ready to post.